And this is a requested story by my friends. I think it's funny. So when I was younger, in sixth grade, I went and I wanted to be in the band because my older sister was in the band and she played saxophone. So I went in and I wanted to be a trumpet player, but the mouthpiece was too small and my mouth was too big. And I wanted to be a clarinetist, but I couldn't make a sound out of that. And then I tried the flute because that was a nice feminine instrument, and I couldn't do that one either. And so I think I went through pretty much all the instruments until I got to the trombone. And I could actually make a sound because the mouthpiece is really big and it fit my big mouth. And so I got stuck with the trombone. And so I was in sixth band for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And our band teacher was this really kind of older gentleman. And he had really greasy hair, always parted to the side, and he had a stick that he would always fling around at everyone. And he liked to kind of lean over your shoulder and put his mouth and his really bad breath in your face and tell you exactly what you were doing wrong. It was really not a very good experience. And I was horrible, really, really bad. I didn't play very loud because I was so bad, and so I felt like, I don't know why I stayed in it, because I couldn't sing, I guess. And so I was in band for 3 years, and then I went to high school and decided to stay in band as a trombone player, and I was the last chair, and here I am, this little brunette, and beside me was this really tall brunette man, boy, and then beside him was like another really big, he was more this way big instead of this way big, but another like guy, and then I think there were, I don't know, 4 or 5 more really tall and really big guys in my section, and then there was me, my little trombone, which I played very, very quietly. And so I went to band camp, and that was strange as band is. And I learned how to march, and of course it was really not a very good experience because here I am and my steps are very small and these guys' steps are very large, and so I was always just trying to like keep up with them and playing really softly. And so then it came time for us to start competitions, and if you've ever been to a band competition, you know that everyone dresses up in these crazy things and does like the Eagles or I don't know, music from Oklahoma or something. And our band director decided that he was going to do this dark theme. And so we played songs like Frankenstein. I don't know if you know that one. It's like a rock song. And The Hall of the Mountain King, which is the last song on Fantasia, where like all the demons are swirling around. I think, or maybe that's another one in The Hall of the Mountain King is that dun 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 dun. So anyway, like these songs were really dark. And to go along with this dark theme, he had this really great idea to put us in dark costumes. And the dark costumes, and usually, you know, you have band uniforms, right? The red and the white and stripes and frills and stuff. But with ours, it was this, you know, when you go to Kmart and you see those black capes, like you would wear if you were the Grim Reaper. And those. So here we had these like black capes and the hoods. That was the best part. These hoods, they were like black hoods, but they also had a black face, like mesh black face that you could see through. But you couldn't play your instrument through, so he had us all cut out so we could play our instruments. And so we were that, and then these white band shoes. So you're, and like being a 14-year-old girl, I was really bad at washing this thing, and you would get really sweaty and dirty, and it would be in my bag. So it stank after like the second competition. I mean, stank. And so to make it smell better, because I wanted to not smell really bad, I sprayed really cheap perfume on it, and so it stank and then had that like cheap perfume smell. So it was just, I would pull it out of my bag and just be like, oh, and I'd have to, and then around my mouth, where there was like spit from playing my trombone, it really stank. So we was, and we'd like march out there in our black, and everybody would be like, wow, look at that. That is so amazing. And we were all really proud for some reason. And also, when there were capes, they were like dresses. So here I was out on the field playing my trombone and trying to keep up with these really tall guys with my really short legs in this like little dress that you couldn't take very big steps in. And it was really hard, especially when we were going this way, which happened a lot. And so it was, I ran into a lot of people that year, needless to say. And, but it was fun, and it was a good experience, but it was definitely not good enough for me to stay in band for another year. That was kind of the end of it. But my band director now is no longer at the school, at the high school, because he's currently in jail for bad emails he sent to some male band students. So, dark times at Harrigan High School.